beaucoup de bien concernant le développement en Europe ici avec les leaders que nous avons ce soir. Il est très content de pouvoir répondre à toutes nos questions et de pouvoir nous aider de la manière dont il pourra le mieux à nous développer dans Green Gold. Voilà. Si c'est bon pour tout le monde, je vais peut-être lancer la première question. Okay, Adam, I will start with the first question, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Let's get going.
So I will just mention them in the order that they got to me. It doesn't mean that they have more or less importance, of course, according to how they are placed in the list. Some people have asked out of curiosity, but also because they want to refer this awesome opportunity to as many people as they can. If you have maybe a link to share that would lead them to the official registry with the license, that you kindly provide it in the back office, and they would like to be able to have a link so that they can show the people directly. Do you think you have that?
Yeah, I think we have that. I'm not sure because in the back office you can find all the registration papers, but I know some leaders do have that in an archive, in a separate archive, so you can show people, and you can attest to the legitimacy of the company. But yeah. I'm not sure if you can download that. That's a good question. I know a lot of people took screens or saved that in some way. But if they would like me to send a PDF version of it, I would be happy to, for sure.
I think the PDF is accessible in the back office. I think people are really looking for a link to the registry, if it exists, an online registry. I don't know.
Yeah. You can probably find an online registry, but I will have to take a look into that. I'm not sure because the Finland government sometimes had that under some type of security system, so you don't find the financial information of the company or something like that. So it is different for every country. Like in countries in South America, you can just type the registration number and all the information will appear, that including the financial information. But I'm not sure if Finland has that accessible to the public. But I can take a look into that with our support system to see if we can provide you guys with the link.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. I will just translate it for the people so that they can also follow the discussion. Donc, je viens de lui demander, parce que, bon voilà, plusieurs personnes avaient demandé s'il y avait un lien qui pouvait nous donner, qui mènerait vers les archives en ligne qui contiennent donc toutes les licences accordées aux entreprises en Finlande. Il a dit qu'il devait se renseigner parce que parfois le gouvernement finlandais avait des sécurités aussi placées et qu'on ne pouvait pas toujours avoir accès à tout en ligne. Mais en tout cas, il va regarder. Et il va nous faire parvenir ça. Il a aussi proposé le PDF, mais ça on l'a déjà. Mais en tout cas, il va regarder pour le lien et il nous l'enverra. So the second and last question concerning documents is concerning, if possible, if you have documentation regarding the partnerships that appear in the teasers videos, you know, with BMW, Tesla, and such. And again, do you think there's anything that can be provided so that people can also give it to the new prospects and, you know, to tell them that this is all real, that those partnerships exist?
Yeah, well, what partnerships are you talking about again?
People have mentioned cars, such as BMW and Tesla.
No. In any of our promotional videos, we don't mention that type of partnership. The reason why I'm asking you is because we do have a carbon credit system that provides carbon credit, that sells carbon credit to large factories and companies who pollute the air. However, we never mention these companies because it's a confidential agreement, but not necessarily Tesla and BMW or car companies like that. I would have to take a look at the videos that you were mentioning because, of course, we are growing all over the world. If somebody is making videos, by themselves, sometimes we don't have control over that. But the official videos that we do share, there are no mentioning of these companies. So, of course, we don't have that type of partnership with these companies.
I see. Good. Okay, thank you. Donc, pour la personne qui avait demandé si ils avaient des documents officiels concernant les partenariats avec BMW, Tesla et tout ça, il faut savoir que c'est pas quelque chose que apparemment eux ont mis en avant dans certaines de leurs vidéos, donc il va aller un petit peu regarder les vidéos officielles parce que ce sont des il n'y a pas de partenariat officiel et parfois ce qu'il peut y avoir, c'est qu'il y a des partenariats mais qui sont sous le sceau de la confidentialité. Donc pour le coup, pour ce point-là, il va regarder les vidéos, mais il n'y aura pas de document officiel qui nous sera transmis. Voilà. Okay.
Just one more point about that.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but in our videos we do show some of the factories and companies that work with us. But because we outsource the making of those videos, sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that those are the companies that are working with us on the carbon credit, buying the carbon credits. Because, like I said, it's confidential. But the Tesla and other companies, they are often mentioned on the next to Green Gold because of their environmental, how could I say, but their environmental concern. Like Tesla works with electric cars, so that decreases the pollution in the air. So sometimes people do mention that in the presentations, especially if they are independent presentations of the business. They do mention Tesla and other companies that are also eco-friendly. And we do have some images on the videos of cars and companies and factories. But those are what we call illustrative images. It doesn't necessarily mean that those are the companies that we are working with right now. But we do have an agreement with several factories and companies. But like I said, those are confidential.
Ok. Oui, ok. Donc il apporte un point de précision. Il explique qu'il faut savoir que la production des vidéos se fait en externe et que parfois certaines images sont dedans par rapprochement écologique, on va dire. Donc certaines choses qui peuvent apparaître dans les vidéos le sont par proximité écologique, mais ça ne veut pas forcément dire qu'ils ont un partenariat avec ces marques-là. Mais de toute façon, pour les marques avec lesquelles, ou les entreprises avec lesquelles ils ont des partenariats, c'est de toute façon sous le sceau confidentiel, donc il ne confirmera rien. Voilà. Okay, thank you very much for this point. I am going now to the questions regarding payment. People have been asking a lot whether payments by bank card will be available at some point, and also through another cryptocurrency than Bitcoin, because as you know, the transfer fees are really, really high. And for the smaller packages, for example, it doubles the cost. So I don't know if there's anything you can tell us about these two things.
Yes, absolutely. We are looking into that. We got my company, my team here is working around the clock to make sure that we got other payment options here at our system. We are looking at other cryptocurrencies as well as international banks. As you guys know, we are operating all over the world with the network marketing system. We are operating in different continents, so sometimes it's not even worth the time to work with banks that do not reach all of the places that we are working with right now. So we are looking mainly at cryptocurrencies and also some few international banks that do cover all that area. So I think we will have some very valuable information regarding that in the next following weeks. However, there's nothing that I can say right now for sure. But like I said, we got a team working around the clock to see that, to look into that, because we got a lot of people asking for that, and we are definitely listening.
Great, thank you. Donc, je lui ai posé la question concernant les paiements par carte, ainsi que les paiements dans une autre crypto-monnaie que le BTC, hein, puisque pour l'instant, comme on le sait, les frais de transaction sont très très élevés. Et il m'a dit qu'effectivement, ce sont des points qui lui sont déjà remontés et que avec donc les collègues, ils sont en train de travailler justement à l'établissement de possibilités de paiement via des accords avec certaines banques qui couvrent certaines parties du monde, mais également via d'autres cryptos. Et qu'à ce propos, il pense qu'il aura de bonnes nouvelles dans les semaines qui vont suivre. Donc voilà, c'est quelque chose qu'ils ont entendu et sur lequel ils sont en train de travailler. Donc super. So thanks a lot. I am going now to the trees themselves. Someone asked whether you could.
Sure. Right now we are in three different countries. We are in Poland, in Finland, and also in Venezuela. So the reason for those three countries are very simple. As you guys probably know, I'm not sure if my video is already making the rounds in Europe, but my father was French actually, and my mother was from Venezuela, and I studied for some time in America. That's when I first had contact through social projects with nature, with plantation and everything. So when I decided to work with plantations and work with farms, of course I started in Finland because that's where I live, that's where my offices are, this is where Green Gold is based out of. So we had the first farm here in Finland, and then we moved to Poland because the weather is very similar. So it was a good opportunity to reassess what we already learned in Finland, and then utilize that in Poland as well. And then Venezuela because my mother was from there, so it was only natural that I could perhaps pay that tribute to her by doing that in Venezuela. And the good thing is that we are aiming at 10 million trees by 2022. We are now 1,000 trees shy of 2 million trees. So we are getting there. We are very close to getting to 2 million trees. And the most important thing is that we are doing that in 3 different countries, which means we have more variety in the type of trees that we plant. We have an upper hand on things like the weather. Like we don't have a downtime in plantation. We are always planting year round, so that makes the business very solid because we continue to sell carbon credit, and that makes, of course, the business grow, which is our ultimate goal. I'm sorry, that's a lot to translate. Sorry.
It's okay. I took some notes, but maybe I'll just add quickly the next question. Someone asked whether about the 12-year yield that was mentioned. The question is, does it start when you enter the matrix the first time, so when you buy your first package, or does it start whenever the person enters? So if it's, I don't know, if they enter one time this year, next year they take another package, is it still 12 years? Is it 11? How do you?
Yeah,
when does it start?
I understand your question. Well, the reason why we put out 12 years on the contract is because the trees, the trees that we are working with right now, this is one of the unique points about Green Gold. We don't talk about trees that are going to be planted. We talk about trees that are already planted. So when I started the business, the Green Gold model, I started in 2013. So that's 7 years ago. And I started working just planting trees and selling carbon credit. So when we moved to the network marketing system, we had already over 1 million trees planted, and then the network marketing system gave that a boost, and we managed to plant almost 1 million trees more just in a couple of months. So that's the importance of this model. This is why we resorted to this model. And the 12-year period reflects the time of the plantation for the first 1 million trees that we planted back in 2013. Why? Because when the trees reach 20 years of age, they will be cut for lumber. they will be cut to be sold. The noble wood of the tree will be sold. So in 12 years from now, we will probably have another system and another model to which the people who invest in the company right now will have other type of earnings, will have a different kind of earnings 12 years from now, but they will continue to have the 12-year period of the daily carbon credit bonus for them. So to answer your question, simply put, when you buy the pack, you have 12 years, it starts to count from the moment that we started the company. So if you buy a pack like by the end of this year, then you will have 11-year period of yield. Okay, so if you buy 2 years from now, you will have 10 years of yield. So it is better to join as soon as the person can, of course.
Of course. Okay, I will translate for the others. Donc là, j'ai posé les questions concernant les arbres en eux-mêmes. Certains avaient des questions concernant les endroits dans lesquels les forêts étaient plantées. Et donc là, il explique que voilà, il est d'origine tant finlandaise que vénézuélienne. Et donc la première forêt a été établie en Finlande. La deuxième en Pologne, pour des raisons d'organisation. Et la troisième au Venezuela pour rendre hommage à sa maman, en fait, qui venait de là-bas. Donc, il explique qu'ils ont un objectif d'avoir planté 10 millions d'arbres d'ici 2022, je pense. Et qu'il faut savoir qu'à l'heure actuelle, ils en ont planté presque 2 millions. Il y en avait 1 million, et puis quand ils ont lancé le MLM, ça leur a déjà permis là d'en replanter presque 1 million. Donc c'est vraiment très très bien parti. Il explique aussi que ça leur offre un grand avantage en termes de variété de bois, et aussi qu'en ayant ces trois endroits dans le monde, ils peuvent en planter tout au long de l'année. Donc c'est très avantageux pour eux. Il explique ensuite que pour l'instant, voilà, la durée des packs est de 12 ans, mais qu'elle est en fait calculée par rapport à l'année de plantation des arbres qui était 2013. Il coupe les arbres après 20 ans pour revendre le bois noble. Et que donc, bien évidemment, quelqu'un qui prend son pack maintenant, il aura un pack qui travaille pendant 12 ans. Quelqu'un qui prend son pack dans 2 ans aura un pack qui travaillera pendant 10 ans. Il songe déjà au futur en prévoyant que pour la prochaine forêt, il y aura probablement un autre type de rémunération, mais que pour l'instant, en tout cas, pour tous les gens qui prenaient des packs liés à la première forêt, eh bien, c'était ça le système. Arbre planté en 2013, coupé après 20 ans. Et entre les deux, le pack fonctionne jusqu'à la fin de la vie de l'arbre. Voilà. So I'm checking my... Oh yes, there was one last minute question. In the PDF presentation, there is a mention of 20% off for the packs of $250, $500, and $1,000. And people wanted to know, what do those 20% off correspond to, please?
Yeah, sure. So the 20% off is very simple. If you take a look at the numbers there, I don't think I will remember everything. By the way, we just shared some big news here with the team about the new compensation plan that we have created for the Gold 8 on the way to Gold 9 and Gold 10. So I got a lot of numbers in my mind. However, the 20% off means that if you take a look at the first pack has a price, right? So if you calculate the price that the other packs would be, if you would take proportionate from the first pack, it would be more. So the 20% off is the price that is already there. So a lot of people sometimes tell me, okay, so if I take this one, will I have 20% off on top of the number that is already there? No, the number already there is already represents 20% off. So basically means that if you buy a higher pack, if you buy a larger pack, you will have a better cost, a better return on your investment, rather than buying the first one in the smaller cost. I don't know, did I explain that correctly for you?
I'm going to repeat, and I think I have not maybe gotten all the details. So you're speaking of the return on investment or the price per itself?
The price in itself. I will
Okay.
open here the PDF so I can work with the actual numbers with you here. Okay, so we got one noble tree. Let me just do a quick math here so we understand, so I can paint a picture for you that is correct. All right. So we have one noble tree, and that's $25. And then we have from 12 noble trees all the way to 50 noble trees. Let's say we take 12 noble trees for $25 each. The price would go to $300. All right. So if you take 20% off, you get $250, which is what is already on the PDF. So
I see.
You understand now? So
yeah,
one noble tree is $25. 12 noble trees would be $300. However, with 20% off, you get $250. All right. So the 20% off is pretty much when you go out and you buy like. If you go to a store and then you buy just one shirt is $100. But if you buy 3 shirts, he will make for you for like $250. So why? Because you're a good client, because you are buying more things, right? So that's basically what it is.
Ok. Donc pour les personnes qui se demandaient à quoi correspondaient les 20% de réduction qui sont mentionnés sur le PDF de présentation pour les packs de 250, 500 et 1000, il vient d'expliquer en fait qu'un arbre coûte $25 et que théoriquement, si on prend 12 arbres, on arrive à $300, mais qu'avec la réduction de 20%, on arrivait à 250. Et donc en fait, le prix affiché de 250 est déjà le prix réduit. Voilà, et donc ça vaut pour donc les packs supérieurs de 250, 500, 1000 et pas pour les packs inférieurs à ces montants-là. Okay, thank you. Someone also wanted to know, I think many people actually wanted to know whether you were planning on expanding the pack level beyond $1,000.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked that to me, and the fact is that when we moved to the network marketing system, it was very important to listen to a lot of experts, to listen to a lot of people who understand this business much better than I did back then. So the thing is, we talked to mathematicians and we talked to experts, and the number one thing that I was taken into consideration was the longevity and sustainability of the business. Those are the key words for the packs that we have. We have a lot of longevity in mind, and we have sustainability. So when people talk about raising the business standpoint alone, that would be very good. That would be fantastic for me, and that would be fantastic for the company. However, that would be maybe not so fantastic for the investors and for the long time, for the long longevity of the business. So I'm taking into consideration everything that people are bringing to my attention. But here's the key thing about Green Gold. We are growing so fast and so much that every week we have to reassess the numbers. So what I mean by that is that back then when we created Green Gold, I did not expect us to grow so fast and so much and so big the way we are doing right now. So the numbers were one back then. The numbers were such back then, and we are reassessing the numbers every week, every month, every 15 days. So the short answer for that is we are planning on having bigger packs. I cannot say exactly when because we are looking at the numbers, like I said, every week. But the business is growing so much, and the numbers are moving at such a fast and rapid pace that we are looking at that for sure, and we are going to create larger packs in due time. However, the first thing that I'm looking at is longevity and sustainability of the business. If the creation of bigger packs should, in any way, shape, or form, affect the longevity and the sustainability of the business, then I would probably wait a little more. But of course, the people who have packs here with us, they can also have multiple accounts. They can have, just as long as you have different emails, you can have also different accounts, and you can invest as many times as you want in Green Gold. So the reason why we are doing that is because we don't want to concentrate bigger packs on just a few players. So we are taking that, we are being careful about that. But we are looking at the numbers every day, like I said, and we are looking into having bigger packs for sure.
Ok. Donc, concernant la taille des paquets, de savoir s'ils allaient les augmenter au-delà de 1 000 $, il dit que là, leur première priorité, c'est de voir la longévité, la durabilité du projet. Donc, il est bien conscient que d'avoir des packs plus gros serait bon pour le business, mais pour l'instant, ils ne sont pas sûrs que ce serait bon, en fait, pour le long terme de la compagnie, et que là, ils voient les chiffres augmenter toutes les semaines, et que donc toutes les semaines, ils refont des calculs et des simulations, et qu'au final, ils pensent bien qu'ils vont augmenter ce plafond, mais ils ne savent pas encore quand. Et surtout, s'ils le font, c'est quand ils auront vu de manière certaine que ça n'entrave pas la durabilité et la longévité du projet. Ceci dit, du coup, il rappelle qu'il est possible et permis d'avoir plusieurs comptes pour pouvoir prendre plusieurs packs à 1 000 $. Oh yes. Another question regarding internal transfers. Do you know if it's planned? Because as you said, for example, now, if people have multiple accounts and they would like to reunite the gains from several accounts to upgrade one of their packs, currently it's not possible. They have to withdraw the money with the fees and then re-enter money with the fees as well. Do you know if the company plans on allowing internal money transfers?
I'm not sure. This is the first time that situation has been brought to my attention. As you guys are seeing, there's a lot of things that are brought to my attention every day regarding the system, regarding the business and everything, and things that we can improve on. So, like I said, this is the first time somebody has put that into question for me, but I'm sure that if you would help our leaders and if you would help the team and if you would help the people that we have in the business, for sure I would take a look into that. But that's more of a question to my support system. That's more of a question that we could run by our support system, because of course they understand the technical standpoint of that much better than I do. So like I always say, I like to surround myself with people that understand certain aspects of the business more than I do. But of course, I am taking a look at everything, and we take decisions together. But I think that if we do have that, if that is really a concern that people might have, that would be better for the business, then of course we would be happy to implant that within the system, provided that we have the certain circumstances for that. Of course, a system like that is not very easy. It's not something that you can just tweak here and there and make a difference, but especially when we are dealing with people's investments. So like I said, security first, longevity first, and sustainability first, but in this case, security first. So I'm pretty sure that if we take that to our support system, they would have a much deeper answer to give you regarding that. So for those of you who do have the support system number, I would encourage you to run that question by them.
Okay. We will definitely do it because it would be a really useful and powerful tool.
I agree.
Yeah. But, ok. Donc, concernant les transferts internes, alors, à sa connaissance, c'est la première fois qu'on lui en parle. Donc, lui, si c'est quelque chose qui peut nous aider, qui peut aider l'entreprise à grandir, il est favorable à cette idée. En revanche, il demande que c'est quelque chose qui soit adressé plutôt au support pour que le support puisse étudier la faisabilité technique de la requête. Et donc, du coup, lui, il dit qu'il faut garder à l'esprit la sécurité et surtout l'aspect technique que lui n'est pas en mesure d'avoir tout seul et que donc il aura besoin de l'avis technique du personnel relié au support. Mais donc voilà, je l'ai encouragé à le faire. Je pense qu'on le fera tous, n'est-ce pas, encore plusieurs fois. I'm going to check in the chat if people have asked other questions, because that's what I had on my list so far. So let me go back to the beginning. No.
Peut-être pour finir, Pascal, lui demander un peu sa vision, parce qu'on lui a posé pas mal de questions, peut-être lui demander sa vision qu'il a un peu du futur de Green Gold et tout ça, qu'il nous parle un petit peu de sa vision. Voilà.
Ouais, ok, je regarde juste...
Ça fait déjà 40 minutes, donc
ouais.
On aura le temps de peut-être de refaire un jour d'autres questions. Et les
ouais.
Voilà.
D'ailleurs, je vais lui redemander sur les... Adam?
Yeah?
You mentioned you talked about big news for the compensation plan earlier with your team. Is there anything you can share?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, by the way, what is your name again? I'm sorry, the translator? Pascal, all right.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I pronounced it right. Pascal, right? It's not Pascal.
Actually, it's okay, don't worry.
All right, good. So, we had some great announcement. We have a big news to share. And last week I told everybody that we had big news to share, that I was going to share them this week. However, I didn't mention exactly the day, and the reason for that is because we do have French meetings and we have English meetings. Now, while some people do speak English and French, not most people who do speak English also speak French. So my decision was to give the announcement today, Tuesday, when we have our English meeting. So yesterday we had our French meeting, and today we have our English meeting. We just had, actually, just prior to this meeting right now, I was at the other meeting. And tomorrow we have the French meeting, and then the day after tomorrow, Thursday, we have the English meeting again. So we have 4 meetings a week. So what I decided to review today on our English meeting, and we had a record-breaking number of people. We were at Zoom, and we had over, of course, over 100 people there. So we couldn't have everybody in the room. So for those of you who couldn't attend, what we reviewed was the Fast Leader Program. Now, the Fast Leader Program is the chance to change your life. The Fast Leader Program is the biggest monetary and financial incentive we ever gave out, because when you reach the first 3 graduates that reach Gold 8, which is within our rank from Gold 1 all the way to Gold 10, so the 3 people that first achieve Gold 8 will get $30,000, which is the standard financial bonus that you get for reaching Gold 8. You will get $15,000 extra. So you get in total $45,000 extra. And for the 3 first people who do reach Gold 9, we will have a special bonus of not only the 75 standard, the 75 standard bonus, that is $75,000, but then we will throw an extra $30,000 extra on top of that. So it is a very unique program that we have created. And like I told the leaders in the meeting before this one, I'm looking at ways to take these people who are the top leaders of our business, to bring them over for me to personally coach them all the way to Gold 10, to coach them within the business, to coach them to achieve Gold 10, and to really leave a mark in this business, and to really leave a legacy in the world. So that's what we reviewed today. And by the way, right now, the banner that we created, the poster that we created for this program is going around the groups. So I will send to Stefan Champion, the guy who did invite me here to this meeting, the leader, the great Stefan Champion, and then I will ask him to also share with the team, so you guys can be on the run for this challenge as well.
Okay. Let me just rephrase to be sure I understood everything and I don't announce false numbers. that would be a pity.
You will put me in a great deal of trouble if you do that.
Yeah, imagine. So reaching the gold 8 step means that the people receive $30,000, and the first 3 to reach that step will get an extra 15,000, correct?
Correct.
And for the gold 9 step, it's a regular 75,000 bonus, and the first 3 to reach that step would get or will get an additional $30,000.
That's correct, Pascal. You are so smart. You are so intelligent. You explain a much better way than me. So very good.
Thank you. I'm not even step 1, but I will try my best.
Well, one thing that I did share with the people here today at the meeting, at the English meeting, was that we had people joining the business and reaching gold 5 in a week. And also, by the same token, we have people joining, getting to gold 5 and staying at gold 5 for 2 months. And then we have people who achieved gold 3 in 4 days, and they stay at gold 3 for a month. So it is really a matter of taking a look at the numbers, doing the math, how many people you gotta bring in the business a week, how many people you gotta talk a day, how many calls you gotta make, how many meetings you gotta hold, so you can understand really how you get there. But the beautiful thing about this plan is that anybody can take a look at the numbers and they can realize what they can do to get closer to that challenge.
Yeah, and you were mentioning that some of them would be getting coaching sessions with you. Are those the which ones? The first 3 to reach gold 9, or?
Yeah, we are taking a look at that because of the pandemics. I've been telling my team, listen, I want to fly people to Dubai. I want to fly people to Finland. I want to bring them over here to the office. I want to go around the plantations with them. But my team is telling me, listen, the whole world is shutting down again because of this pandemic. The whole world is shutting down again. You know that, Pascal, because you know, America, I think the United States is also shutting everything down again. Latin America, people are shutting down everything again. So here in Europe as well, we are getting into lockdown again. So here in Finland, actually, so I don't know how it's that in the rest of the continent. But so the whole world is shutting down, and my team is advising me not to do that in person because of the risks that for everybody's health, people taking airplanes, if airports being shut down. So we are taking a look at that. I hope that when we do have the top leaders achieving that at the Fast Leader program, I hope that the whole world will be better. I hope that the airports will be opened up. I hope the borders will be opened up for everybody to be traveling, so I can take a look at that very objectively and see, okay, let's meet up, let's have a one-on-one coaching program, let's have a big party, let's do whatever. But right now, I think it's too early to talk about that really, because things that are over our control right now happening in the world. So I'm not giving anybody any false hopes on that happening. However, what I can tell you guys is that I am the first person. I want that to happen. But of course, we depend on how everything will turn out in the world. So if we don't get to do that, at least you guys are rich during the pandemic, which is more than most people in the world can say.
Yeah. Ok, pour la traduction, je lui ai un peu demandé justement de revenir. Tout à l'heure, il a mentionné en passant que dans les chiffres qu'il avait en tête, ça se mélangeait un petit peu parce qu'il avait eu beaucoup de réunions ces derniers jours et que notamment ils avaient des grandes nouvelles à partager. Et dans ces grandes nouvelles, ils l'ont annoncé hier dans la réunion en anglais et ils vont l'annoncer demain dans la réunion en français. Et donc, nous avons aujourd'hui cette grande nouvelle qui est qu'ils ont mis sur pied un programme qu'ils ont appelé Fast Leader. Donc, ce sont voilà, les leaders qui vont grimper le plus vite. C'est comment dire, un programme qui contient des incentives monétaires, n'est-ce pas? On parle des niveaux relativement élevés, puisqu'on parle du niveau Gold 8, où là, il y a déjà un bonus standard de 30 000 $, mais en plus, pour les 3 premières personnes qui arriveront à ce niveau, il y aura une prime de 15 000 $ supplémentaires. Voilà. Et pour l'étape Gold 9, le bonus standard est de 75 000, donc 75 000 pour les amis français. Et en plus, les 3 premières personnes qui arrivent à cette étape recevront un bonus de 30 000 $. Il faut savoir qu'en plus de ça, Adam prévoit un coaching personnalisé de certains top leaders qu'il aura choisis. Alors, dans son idée, tout ça, c'est fait pour ce coaching personnalisé, c'est vraiment pour laisser une marque durable dans le monde et entretenir tout ce côté voilà, légataire d'une génération à l'autre et que le projet dure à travers les âges. Il faut savoir aussi qu'il avait dans l'idée de faire venir les gens à Dubaï, en Finlande, visiter les plantations et tout ça, mais que pour l'instant, malheureusement, à cause de la pandémie, son équipe l'en a fortement dissuadé, hein, comme on ne sait jamais quand les aéroports parfois ou les frontières ferment. Donc pour l'instant, cette partie-là est un petit peu mise en attente, mais le challenge qui concerne les niveaux 8 et 9 du programme vont être activés. Il va d'ailleurs envoyer de la documentation à Stéphane pour relayer le challenge aux équipes. Donc voilà, il expliquait aussi qu'il avait pu s'apercevoir à travers les chiffres des différentes équipes que certaines personnes étaient capables d'atteindre le niveau 5 en quelques semaines après, et puis de ne plus avancer pendant plusieurs mois. Voilà, ça arrive. Il y en a qui démarrent lentement et puis qui ont un gros boom. Il y en a qui ont un gros boom au départ et puis après qui font une sorte de plateau comme ça. Mais qu'en tout cas, d'avoir ce challenge-là, il espérait permettrait aux gens d'établir leur stratégie pour pouvoir voilà, développer leur position jusqu'au niveau 8 ou 9 pour essayer d'atteindre donc cette somme, cette prime supplémentaire qui est offerte. I'm going to check the chat again.
Okay, I sent to Mr. Pascal. I'm sorry, Mr. Stefan. I sent him the Fast Leader poster. So with all the information that you just mentioned, so everybody can save that and perhaps ask questions if they want.
Ok, oui, donc Stéphane, il t'a apparemment envoyé le poster du challenge. Donc les gens, peut-être s'ils ont déjà des questions, ont déjà quelques éléments de réponse dessus. Bon voilà. J'essaie d'arriver à la fin du chat, mais j'arrive pas à voir parce qu'il y a mon...
Tu peux lui dire que j'ai bien reçu.
Ah, ok. Stéphane says that he did receive it. So, thank you for that. Est-ce que quelqu'un a encore une question? Moi, est-ce que... Stéphane, est-ce que finalement on a eu... tu sais, concernant le volume qui compte ou pas quand on a inscrit un direct, ça comptait pas dans le volume, mais après, s'il y avait un upgrade, ça comptait? Il
n'y a pas eu cette question, tu peux lui poser, ouais.
Ok.
Puis après, je pense que... Après, voilà, je pense qu'il faut lui demander de finir voilà, d'avoir le mot de la fin, de nous dire un peu sa vision. On arrête les questions.
Ouais, d'accord. Voilà. Just one last question before giving you the floor for the final words. If you allow me a last question. We observed in the system that when we register someone, their contribution did not count for the volume of the leg. but apparently it can be the case that once they move on to a bigger pack, then suddenly it counts. Do you know if that's the way it's supposed to be?
Perhaps, did that happen to anybody here in the room? And perhaps they could point out to me the length of the time that it took for the higher packs to kick in, and that the lower packs didn't kick in, and that they wait for how long? Because sometimes it relates to that.
But technically, once someone buys a pack, it should count for the global volume.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so my question is, when a person buys from with a bigger packs, does it count like immediately? Did it count immediately and the other packs didn't? Is that what you guys are saying?
No, the question is that apparently when someone buys a pack for the first time, you receive the affiliation bonus, but they don't appear in the volume of the leg.
Okay, that's weird. It should appear. Okay. So, like I said,
to observe again, and if we can see that it's still the case, then can we write you, or do you want us to write the support?
Absolutely. I think writing to the support is better because they will be able to take a look at that themselves. When you write to me, all I can do really is forward to the support. It's good that I know what's going on, but sometimes for these cases, because I know you guys are very speed is very good in this business. If you are working network marketing, speed is fundamental. So for you guys not to lose too much time, you can forward to the support system. Make sure that everybody, Pascal, does have the number of the support system. If they don't, I can forward it to Mr. Stefan, although I think he does have the support system's number, and I think that's better. But like I said, I don't think I heard that before, so it should not happen that way. It should count by the time the person does buy from your link or join the team from your link. It should count on the global amount. But if it's not counting, then perhaps you should bring that to the attention of the support system.
Okay, great. That's actually great news. Donc, j'ai demandé pour confirmation si une personne nouvellement inscrite prend un pack, si ce pack doit normalement être comptabilisé dans le volume total de la jambe, et sa réponse est oui. Donc, si ce n'était pas le cas, il faut s'adresser au support. Il pense que Stéphane a le numéro du support, mais si ce n'est pas le cas, il pourra te l'envoyer, Stéphane.
Si, c'est bon. Tu peux lui dire que c'est bon, je converse bien avec le support et tu le remercies d'ailleurs qu'ils sont toujours très réactifs et donc c'est impeccable.
Okay, so Adam, Stefan just said that he does have the number and he wants to give a special shout out to the support team because they are always very reactive and very friendly, so thank you for that. If you can please convey the thanks, that would be really kind of you. I think we have used and maybe abused of your time for quite a bit now, so I'll give you the floor for some final words that you would like to share with us. Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, again, thank you for having me in this meeting. For most people who are already familiar with me, I'm not sure how many people here have been participating frequently on our French meetings, but I always participate in the meetings of our team because we do, like I said, we have English meetings and we have French meetings, and we are looking into having Spanish and Chinese meetings as well, but we haven't found translators that could fit our schedule for now. But we are growing so much in the world, and to me it is very important to keep the foundation work solid. And the foundation work for me is being at the forest, is being checking the trees myself. So last month I was in Venezuela checking the trees and checking the plantations there. Right now I'm waiting a little bit for the weather to kind of give us a break here in Finland, so I can go to the plantations that we have in Finland as well. And I'm always showing everybody the plantations, and I'm always showing everybody the work that we are doing, because this is the foundation of Green Gold, and part of that foundation are the people. the people from Green Gold, the leaders from Green Gold. Green Gold is a very human business. It's a very nature slash human type of business. So the success of this business is equivalent to the level of care that we take of our team, that we take of our people. So I'm very proud of this meeting because it shows to me that you guys take good care of your team, that you guys take good care of what you guys got going on there. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy to be a part of it. And you can count on me. You can tell Mr. Stefan that he can count on me to participate on the meetings, to be with you guys, to motivate, to talk more about the business. Anytime I can, I will be happy to do it. So thanks again for the invitation, and I'm always available to help you guys to improve and grow your Green Gold business, because that is good for the world and it's also good for you guys, and of course very good for the company. So thank you so much. Merci.
Ok, donc pour le petit mot de la fin, il tient à remercier absolument tout le monde pour son implication, pour les meetings en français auxquels il participe. Il mentionne qu'il y en a en anglais aussi, qu'ils espèrent en faire en chinois bientôt, même s'ils n'ont pas encore trouvé d'interprète pour l'instant. Tout ça pour apporter l'opportunité au plus de gens possible. Pour lui, les fondations vraiment sont très très importantes. Y compris d'aller voir lui-même les plantations dans les différents pays, de les montrer aux gens, y compris dans les choses très importantes. Ces fondations sont les gens. Pour lui, Green Gold, c'est une entreprise avant tout humaine qui concerne les êtres humains et la nature, et que le fait de se soucier de la nature et des gens, ça lui tenait vraiment fort à cœur, qu'il voyait à travers les contacts qu'il a que voilà, on s'occupe bien de nos équipes, et il en est très très content. Il dit ici qu'on peut compter sur lui pour différents meetings, que dès qu'il le peut et dès que Stéphane lui fait signe, peut-être pour sa présence, il viendra s'il peut. Voilà, il est vraiment très fier du travail accompli. Il a pour l'objectif de continuer à améliorer tout ça pour le bien-être du monde, de la nature et des hommes. Et donc voilà, il termine encore en nous disant merci beaucoup, merci d'être là. Ok.
Okay, and also, Pascal, I think it's very good to remember everybody that we just shared this great news about the Fast Leader program, and it is very important for everybody to remember, because I know how many great leaders we got there. I know how many people we got working the Green Gold business there. So it is very good to be aware of this program. So I would tell everybody to participate in the meetings. The French meetings that we have are mainly with people from African countries that do speak French. However, it is a very respectable environment. It is very good. So I would be very happy also to have some of you guys there as well, because it shows the diversity of our business. It shows the power and the range that Green Gold is having in the world right now. And that is very important, because I do want to meet you guys when all of this is over and the pandemic is over. I do want to meet the top leaders of this business. I want to take my time and recognize everybody in person. So while we cannot do that, we can also be very close. We can be even closer via internet connection and via these meetings. So I would encourage everybody to participate in the meetings, to be aware of everything that we are doing to promote Green Gold and to promote you guys to the next level, not only financially but also mentally, because it's very good to be surrounded by motivated people like this team right now, like the teams that we have all over the world. It is very important to fly with like-minded people. So we got great egos here, and we want you guys to also be around the other great egos that we have in this business all over the world. So thank you so much again, and I leave here my invitation for everybody who wants to be in more direct contact with me on a daily basis.
Ok. Donc pour le petit mot de la fin, vraiment, voilà, il veut rappeler donc l'existence du programme Fast Leader, que c'est bien d'être au courant que ce programme est là, qu'il existe. Et du coup, il nous encourage à y participer, également à participer aux réunions en français qui sont organisées. Il dit que pour l'instant, il y a beaucoup de partenaires du continent africain qui sont aux réunions francophones, mais que notre présence permettrait de montrer la diversité des continents touchés par l'aventure Green Gold. Donc voilà, ce sont des encouragements à s'y rendre. Lui aimerait bien aussi rencontrer les grands leaders. Donc, alors, online pour l'instant, en vrai, plus tard. Et donc voilà, un appel à continuer la promotion de Green Gold, parce que promouvoir Green Gold, c'est pas simplement promouvoir l'opportunité ou l'écologie, mais ça permet aussi une réelle ascension sur l'échelle financière pour pas mal de gens, donc avec un impact réel et direct. Et donc voilà, il rappelle tout ça à la fin, de ne pas l'oublier, d'y prendre part, et qu'il nous laissait avec les palpitations cardiaques concernant les montants avancés dans ce programme Fast Leader. Voilà. Ok.
Enfin, je vais dire un petit mot. Thanks you, Mr. Durand. My English is not very good. Et thanks to Pascal for traduction.
Ouais.
Thank you so much, Stefan. Was that Stefan speaking?
Yes, that was.
All right, great. So, Stefan, because you did try to speak English now just a little bit, I will try my hand at French, all right? So I'm going to give Pascal here a run for her money, and I'm going to give Pascal here a few minutes of rest, all right? A few seconds, actually. Because, listen, merci de faire partie de la famille Green Gold.
Woo!
Was that good?
Bravo.
That was
Good.
really good.
I think she's gonna have to translate that as well, because I don't even know I don't even know how that sounded.
We could hear the Latin accent though. That's cute. Really good.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Non, but really, voilà, si personne n'a plus rien à ajouter, je pense qu'on peut le libérer maintenant.
Oui.
I think we're gonna free you from this meeting. Thanks again very much for joining us tonight. It was a real pleasure, and we'll see when we have the opportunity to see you again, but all of us are really happy.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Yeah, it's night there for you guys, so have a great night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you.
See you. Bon, bah merci à toi, Pascal, de nous avoir fait la traduction. C'est très bien. Je crois que tu as un Zoom, donc on va te libérer aussi.
Oui,
grand merci Pascal, hein, c'était super.
Et voilà.
Avec plaisir. Voilà. Toutes les infos sont passées, parfois avec un peu de condensé, parce que c'est dur de garder tous les mots en tête, mais tout y était. Si vous avez des trucs que vous n'avez pas
franchement, t'as
compris...
assuré, c'était bien.
Ok. Mais
je remercie.
C'est Christine qui parle, je sais pas qui parle.
C'est Sylvie qui parle.
C'est Sylvie, ok. Merci Sylvie.
Et je remercie vraiment tout le monde d'avoir été très discipliné. Il y a vraiment, voilà, c'était vraiment super. Vous avez tous été super.
Ouais. Je vous quitte les amis. Mais je reste je reviens plus tard sur le chat quoi. S'il y a des trucs que j'ai dit qui n'étaient pas compris ou quelque chose, n'hésitez pas.
Ça marche. Merci Pascal.
À plus tard. Ciao ciao.